For Monday, May 24th, 1993.
Hello and welcome. I'm Barry Nolan.
And I'm Terry Murphy. Good evening. Every day we have camera crews and producers spanning out in cities and towns all over the country. But for 2 nights last week, we sent them to places they don't usually go to find out what's going on in the shadows of America.
Tonight, you'll see the America that needs fixing. And we start with a man immersed in that world, a taxi driver and video vigilante, set loose amid the sex and sin of Hollywood. Get ready for the nightmare ride of your life.
Where are you going to?
I don't know.
You don't know?
How often do you shoot up?
Every day?
Every day.
There's the deal. I got it, bro. We better get the hell out of here, guys. Hey, dude. You can't be smoking that in my car, man.
How'd you get started in prostitution?
I was the girl in high school the football team.
This is going to be pretty dangerous, so hopefully we're not going to get shot at. Everyone's going to pick up this,
He drives a taxi, but then again, he is much more than just a taxi driver. Robert Bogues works the streets of Hollywood in downtown Los Angeles. Famous streets, Sunset Boulevard, Hill Street, Hollywood Boulevard. Streets once glamorous, now notorious. A melting pot of hookers, pimps, junkies, gangbangers, and the homeless.
0606? 06?
For 4 years now, he has cruised the underside of Hollywood, and sitting next to him in the death seat, his pal Dave Brown with a video camera. Together, they chronicle a world that is plunged into darkness 24 hours a day.
Okay, we're going into a danger zone here.
Robert first surfaced during the LA riots. He and Dave recorded hour after hour of devastation.
There you go, Sears, no more. People are tearing up their own community.
Watching his city destroy itself, Robert crossed a line within himself. He decided to stop the lawlessness. Robert pulled up to store after store and pulled out a gun to chase away the looters.
Hey! Out of here right now. Everybody.
The city was coming apart. There's something I had to do. Something. Just pressure built up inside me.
We are not sure if the gun was real or a toy. It was dangerous in any case. Robert Bogues reflected the city's helplessness. Now, months later, Robert and Dave are back. No stunts, just their own video diary. The nightmare side of dreamland.
Hi. My name's Robert Bogues, and I've been driving a cab for about 3-4 years here in L.A., mainly Hollywood. Tonight I'm going to show you a little bit of what it's like living in Hollywood, being in Hollywood, a little bit of what it's about, the kind of people that use taxis. Ladies, may I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Come on inside to the hamburger place here.
I just had to talk to these girls. I noticed by looking at them, they're underage.
How long you guys been looking?
About 3.5 years.
Yeah. Really? Good money? How much can you make out here on Sunset?
A lot.
How much a night?
Yeah,
So how old are you guys? Kind of young to be out here looking.
No, I'm 20.
18? Even if you guys were underage, you probably would tell me because I asked that question before.
It's hard to live out here and it's expensive. A lot of them are just looking for an easy way out.
Are you blonde and sexy?
I am.
You have Mark's breath?
I do, baby.
Look at these two chicks. Said they're phone sex operators. I doubt it.
Does that pay good? You get paid by the hour? Hourly? And what do you do for fun?
Party.
Like what?
Do beer.
Drink beer? Do you do drugs?
No.
No drugs?
No.
Come on now.
Marijuana.
Marijuana? You actually think that somebody sitting on the other line of a phone is going to think that those women are beautiful.
Go that way.
Gay sexual experiences?
One of the most disturbing aspects of, most disturbing people you might run across while cab driving are certainly the transvestites. And, we're about to take a hardcore look. There's a parking lot, and if you look over on the corner there, turn right off.
look over in the parking lot there, you could see a lot of transvestites operating. Just walking up to the car. 2 transvestites. There's one getting out of the car. 2 getting out of the car. They see us. Let's go.
Driving down Sunset on a weekend, it is a place where you will see a lot of the rich. You see some celebrities, and they mix with a different class of people. You get a lot of gang members that cruise out into Hollywood.
A customer who was apparently he's a crack dealer. I gave him the glasses, the disguise, because he don't want to be, he don't want his face revealed. Buddy, do you want to give us a name or anything? No. No name. Okay, I'm asking you, like, how much money can you make out here on a Friday or Saturday night selling rock?
About a good $700-800.
$700-800. And how long you been working this area? We won't say what area it is, but how long you been working here?
Maybe for about a good 4 months.
And you're a member of a gang, I take it?
Yeah, Crip gang.
Crip gang?
West LA.
West LA. Is that a certain division, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Just picked up his bro, and who also, they're rolling the rock around here in the LA area. And one thing that I found kind of fascinating, I'm thinking these guys, how much, because they keep all the rocks in their mouth, in case the police roll up, they can swallow them. But I'm thinking, well, they must run back and forth an awful lot. How many can they keep in their mouth? And the gentleman was just telling me that they can keep 20 or 30 of them. If you could show us in your mouth, show us, like, see, he's got, he's only got 4 or 5, but they can keep up to 20 or 30 in their mouth, so they ain't got to be running back and forth all the time. Bandit taxis are illegal cabs. They just basically put a meter and a light on top of them. We're going to show you probably the worst example of a bandit cab. Hey! Are you a bandit? Who the hell are you? All right, here we are. This is here in Hollywood, and I'm talking to a dope dealer. My friend. John? Robert. And I just want to answer some questions about what's going on. How many girls might you operate up here in Los Angeles?
You mean altogether?
Yeah.
Oh, about 7.
About 7? Yeah. How much can them girls bring in for you in the nighttime?
Oh, about 5 apiece. On a good night, yeah.
So that's almost $3,000 a night. But on weekends, I think it gets better.
Yeah, no, it depends. It varies.
And how about drugs?
Oh, drugs? Oh, no, there's no drugs in this here. How can a pimp make money when the hoes are on drugs?
Right. So you
off the drugs. So you got to stay off the drugs.
It's really not like you're doing anything illegal because those girls are your girlfriends who are staying with you. And
no, they're not girlfriends. They're bitches.
Okay.
I made it through another night. Every night I come home, I can't help but think when I'm driving down the freeway, it's like I'm like the Terminator. I feel like a RoboCop or something. I made it through another night.
But Robert does more than witness. He tries to save a beautiful young woman from the streets.
What are you doing? Are you tripping on acid?
We'll join him in a moment.
But first, America truly exposed, from Main Street swingers to cops in action, to a hidden camera in a stripper's dressing room.
You're going to look beautiful, honey.
And we continue with America Exposed.
Earlier this week, we introduced you to a cab driver named Robert Bogues. Robert drives the meanest streets of Hollywood and downtown L.A., and with him, his partner Dave Brown, taking it all in with a video camera. Robert and Dave are still out there, uncensored, unflinching.
I was the girl in high school in the football stadium.
If I want to go to bed with you, have sex, everything, how much is it going to cost?
I'm looking for love. Try not to get...
My boyfriend. The game. Crip shot me in the chest.
They're the women who live on the dark side, and Robert Bogues has met them all. The dropouts, junkies, runaways, gangbangers, and hookers who ride the backseat of his taxi cab. Night after night, Robert cruises the desperate streets of Hollywood. The taxi driver says he's troubled by what he sees, but nothing bothers him more than the women. Women who sell themselves, abuse themselves. Young women who have lost their innocence.
Sorry, sweetheart. Straighten up, man. It's no way to live.
These are the women of Robert Bogue's world, the women who star in his nightmares.
I get a lot of different kinds of customers in the taxi, and we'll call your name, whatever you'd like to say there.
Amy.
Amy? Amy's a prostitute. How old were you when you started?
About 14, but I think I was just born this.
Yeah. You're 100% woman, or I just, I know, it's okay. I trust you. How did you get started in prostitution?
I didn't want to give anything up for nothing, and I didn't think I was getting anything out of whatever I was being asked to do, boyfriends or whatever. I was the girl in high school who the football team.
Do you have any plans in the future of doing? Do you have any objective, any goal in the future, or is it just day to day, whatever happens, happens?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things I'd like to do, but
what would you like to do?
I'd like to have a family. All that.
It's not so much that they want to go out and turn themselves into a prostitute. They could just be walking down the street one day and somebody offers them a bunch of money, and before you know it, they're down on Santa Monica or Sunset turning tricks.
Wait a minute. We got a taker? Yeah, we got some takers. She's getting in the car. You're a hooker, right? Yeah. How much, if I want to go to bed with you, have sex, everything, how much is it going to cost? Well, for me, a white kid my age. So how long have you been doing this? 10 years. How old are you now? 33. What'd you do before this? Where were you born?
South Dakota.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you can't let yourself get too serious with this job. You're going to go nuts, man. There's too many times when I first started working, I feel bad, and I want to change every hooker and every beautiful little girl that came along that was homeless and was going to turn to prostitution. But you can't do nothing about that. Get a job, get a life, okay? Don't be such a whore all your life. Get off the heroin. Seems like everybody in LA has got some sort of story, and I was just talking to one of my customers here, and we're talking to Christina, who's in the entertainment field. Can you tell us what kind of entertainment?
Playboy.
Playboy. And now you just told us a little bit ago that you have a scar on your chest.
22.
From a 22. Can you tell us the story of what happened there?
I was with my boyfriend in the game, and I was waiting for him at the end, and I was wearing baggy clothes and all red, and some Crips shot me in the chest.
Crips, because Crips wear blue and you were wearing red, which is associated with the blood. Did they know that your boyfriend was in this gang or something? Is that why they did it?
Yeah.
And approximately where were you?
Down the street.
Down the street, okay. How old are you?
19.
19, and how long ago did this happen?
About 2 years ago.
And if you have, what is the future hold? Do you have a goal or anything, or are you just going to, live it day by day?
Live it day by day.
Live it day by day. And there's a lot of risk in that, so you might consider changing your life. Stress of driving a cab. It must have changed me a lot. It must have made me a lot harder person. I don't see the innocence that a lot of people see.
Whew. Remember, the taxi driver is out there.
Now, who's Carol Alt, and why are they saying such terrible things about her? For most of us, when we think of Hollywood, we think of movie stars, fancy restaurants, palm trees. But there's another side of Hollywood, a darker side, seen through the eyes of a taxi driver. Tonight, another chapter in our series, America Exposed.
Tonight I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the realities behind Hollywood, what goes on, and what can happen to a kid when he goes the wrong way in life. Hey, Spirit, what's up? How you been?
We're in a recession,
Prostitution is slow. I'm sorry, I know you don't like that word. So how you been?
All right.
Been staying safe?
Yeah.
You been making a lot of money lately? Yeah? How much can you make in a night?
About maybe $1,000.
No
kidding? You do drugs or anything? You do hard drugs?
Of course.
What kind of drugs do you do?
Anything that's around.
Each street corner has its own individual story. There's a lot more going on there than people realize, whether it's prostitution or drug dealing or whatever it might be.
And this is Santa Monica, La Brea area. This is where a lot of the transvestites work out of. They had some transvestites that were waiting to get picked up, and then they would rob their customers. And, you know, if you're out picking up transvestites, I mean, who's going to go to the police once you've been robbed?
No matter who I talk to on the street, it seems that each individual person has a dream of what, or a story of what they used to be or what they're going to be someday.
My name is T'Challa, legendary Bojangles.
I made a movie, Mel Brooks movie. Anyway, I'm writing a book right now.
I don't think it matters if they make it or not, but as long as they have that dream that they could hold on to, and that's all that's really important.
This is and they're both members of the CBS, City Bomb Squad, Can't Be Stopped, Graffiti Artist Team.
Graffiti and tagging are two different things.
Could you explain both of them?
Well, graffiti is art, man. It's art. It's freedom of expression on a wall with an aerosol can, period, you know?
Tagging is more or less, these guys are just throwing
Tagging is just like catching your name, you know?
It's kind of like a manhood type thing, you know? I'm going to put my name up, whoever marks it out, then they're going to shoot them or whatever. They're backing it up with the gun.
It doesn't take a man to pull a trigger, you know, but I like to settle my wars on walls, you know? Either piece by piece or piece by war. If graffiti is a crime, then God forgive me.
Graffiti artists are certainly some of the most interesting people I've run across. They're artists of the night. This is an art that people kill for.
It's my work. I did this, but I can go over it. Anybody can go over it. When they go over it, it makes me come back and do something else better, you know? There's no such thing as a king. You become a king when you die.
I'm showing you guys an example of the difference between graffiti art and tagging. This is tagging, okay? We're downtown around 6th and Alvarado. This is the biggest drug area in all of Los Angeles, undoubtedly. So these guys tag their walls. There's a person ran this wall until they wrote over it. That means the kid's taken out of the picture, whether he's been shot or whatever. This is just signifying that, hey, I've taken over this area. These are all the different names of the people in the gang. All right, right here I got an example of some graffiti artwork that was done by a gang. Mostly gangs do tagging, which is it looks like chicken scratch. It's not very elaborate like this is. This is done by the 18th Street Gang, which is a Hispanic group. They wrote this in with some kind of marker that they started out with, draw the picture, and then later they might come up with the paint. Now, this is illegal to do, so if the police were to come by, yeah, they're going to get in trouble for doing it. Got a gangbanger holding the shotgun. This is incredible. Here's all their names here. I mean, that's not all of them. Sure, that's not every member of the gang, but it's quite a bit. This is just street work. This is when somebody comes up and does this for, I don't know, for whatever reason, that statement he's trying to make. But this is the difference between graffiti and tagging. What'd you think, kid? How you guys been?
It's been all right. You know how I be, man. Chickens one day, feathers the next, man. I'm getting so big up around here, man. I gotta start wearing disguises, man.
There's something I want to talk about, okay? It's like everybody thinks that pimp is a guy that, when they keep these girls, or hoes, whatever you want to call them, they keep them on drugs and they're slapping them around and everything. And that ain't true, is it?
Nah, that ain't true. What you got? What it look like us keeping our on drugs and we gotta have all our money?
No, get dope, man. Don't mix, man. If you gonna have some, man, you gonna have that's trying to have some with you, man. I know one thing about a girl's dream, and that's to win at least once in their life, be a hooker on Hollywood Boulevard.
Is there any violence between pimps or is it dates that get violent?
It'd be the dates.
Dates get violent?
It'd be the dates mostly based on, you know what I mean? There's so many weirdos here in this town, period.
Yeah.
This is a town weirdos.
How is the lady of the evening business?
Business is alright.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, you know, you're not really the type that likes to hug, that you'd rather be doing something else, but...
With the kids, you know, there's nothing else I can really do.
Yeah, but...
Her pay me like $300 a month. Doesn't take away.
That's not that much.
This doesn't even cover the diaper.
What about like the father? Doesn't he pay you any child support or anything?
No, it took off.
He took off?
It took off when because the day the baby was born.
Really? Poor girl. I feel so sorry for her. You know, because she would love to get out of this. But what can you do? So sooner or later, she's going to end up going to jail, and that baby's going to get taken away from her. And it's a story that's told too many times over.
And someplace tonight, on buses, someplace in the middle of America, there are teenagers headed for Hollywood, certain that their story will turn out differently. Now Robert Bogues finds every parent's nightmare. And the taxi driver makes one last try to save a beautiful daughter from the deepest despair.
Me and my buddy were going to actually put the money out for her room, so she could just have like a sanctuary to go for the night.
As we continue with America Exposed. Robert Bogues, taxi driver. He rides through the worst of Hollywood, sex, sin, and shame, an American nightmare at $1.60 a mile. He exposes the hidden reality, and sometimes he might even be able to do something about it.
Going to pick up a customer over here on Cherokee and Yucca, which is a pretty bad neighborhood. If you look around, you can see gangbangers selling crack everywhere. Driving a cab in LA, it's a pretty intense job. It's something that emotionally, after a while, can get to you.
Six of Bonnie Brea.
Six of Bonnie Brea. That's the, you guys scoring heroin? Yeah.
Well, let me look at the view.
I know, whenever I get a customer going to Bonnie Brea, they're usually scoring H. When you think of a heroin junkie and somebody shooting up, you think of some loser laying in a gutter somewhere, but these were girls that had their own apartments, that had jobs. I was wondering, you know, why a normal person like that would want to subject themselves to that. Our buddies here agreed to let me come in and watch them shoot up, if you could believe that or not. And how often do you shoot up?
Every day.
Every day? How many, like once a day or?
About 5, 6 times a day.
Did you ever try just withdrawing and getting out the stuff?
I tried it once, but
it's hard.
It's too hard.
I wasn't thinking I should stop the girls from shooting because there ain't nothing that, even if I were to stop them now, they're going to go out and do it an hour from now or as soon as they walk away from me. Ouch. How you doing today?
Well,
how you doing today?
I feel, well, I'm trying to make it. I just selling rocks, you know, and making it.
Make your money and... Hey, dude, you can't be smoking that in my car, man. That ain't... Look.
What?
You can't be smoking. I'm gonna have to let you out, okay? Because if I can't get in any trouble here. This is my job.
Nobody wants you in.
All right?
You get in trouble.
Dude, you're gonna have to... Sorry, man. You're gonna have to get out.
What?
You're gonna have to get out. I can't have you smoking that in my car.
It's okay. You can keep your car, man. Okay, get small inside.
All right? It's my job.
All right, it's okay.
I want to keep my job. See you later.
Keep your job, man.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you.
Are you on anything? No?
Sort of.
Oh, really? What are you doing? Are you tripping on acid, or are you just wired? Smoking rock? Snorting? Speed? So where are you going to? Where are you going to, hon? I need to know where you're going. You want me to just take somewhere where you can go back to work?
I was going to ask you the question, so I should...
What? Go ahead. Oh, my. Go ahead, ask.
A place to stay?
How much of a hotel room, man?
There's one for $25.
Where's that at? Huh?
Down that way on the right.
Come on, I'm paying for your room, babe. Me and my buddy were going to actually put the money out for her room, so she could just have like a sanctuary to go for the night, and she didn't have to deal with one of the crap out on the streets. But I asked her, you know, well, what are you going to do when you get in the room? You going to party? And she said, yeah, I'm going to party. I'm going to party. If you're going to party, then you go out and you go sell yourself or whatever you got to do and buy the room yourself, because you don't need the money that bad. I thought it was situational, like you need a place to stay because you're tired of working the streets or for whatever reason. No, it ain't what it is. If you're going to
smoked out. And I don't dig that.
Rob, stop yelling at me.
Well,
Just
reality,
cry.
man. Here's some reality. Don't pull that crying on me. It don't work with me. I ain't about that.
All right, Robbie, tell us a little understanding.
Fuck, man. What was that?
I got
Sorry, sweetheart. Straighten up, man. It's no way to live.
I don't know how much longer I can take being a cab driver. The mental pressure is just unbelievable, and it starts to mix with my personal life, being as in like how I look at women. And it's not a good thing to be around so much negativity all the time. It really is.
He's still out there. We'll be seeing more from the taxi driver.
Now,
It's a jungle out there, and no one knows that better than Robert Bogues, the crusading cab driver. Tonight, more of his real-life videos, America Exposed.
On the road again. I just can't wait to go on the road again.
Yes, he's on the road again. Robert Bogues, taxi driver.
Where y'all from?
Three English people just going out
London.
for a booze up. We're going out on the pool tonight.
The where?
The pool. Which is an English term for looking for a bit of action.
They've come to the right place, Hollywood After Dark, a night world of sex, sin, crime, violence, despair, shame, and the occasional tourist.
So these girls are looking for some real Californian fun.
Action type
Yeah, a couple of Californian girls. And I'm looking for a blonde bimbo.
Robert Bogues has cruised these dark streets for 4 years, and sitting next to him, his buddy Dave Brown with a video camera. Their mission, to chronicle a world that most of us can only imagine, a world seen only through their lens and the windshield of a taxi cab.
Now we're going to go down to the underbelly of Los Angeles.
This is it, man. This is gang territory.
Solid crack dealing. The next street over, you got solid heroin. Chiba.
This is where all the heroin's at.
Alright, I'm sitting here with, I was very fortunate to be able to come up in the hotel room of a gentleman that I've known for quite a while through driving the taxi in L.A. Call him friend number one. This is friend number one. And friend number one here has been running a lot of drugs I guess I could say in northern Los Angeles. He also is a quote pimp, and he has hookers that he lives with. And how long you been rolling? 10 years. About 10 years. You ever been busted? One time. One time? And did you do time out of it? Yeah, 5.5 years. 5.5 years. And do you think you'll ever change, or are you just going to keep on hacking at it? This is pretty much the way of life for you. No, just keep hacking at it. Keep on hacking at it.
For the first 4 hours, everybody that I pick up is this damn junkie. $5 runs just so they can get their crack or their hand. Hey, come on, man. Where are you going? The Universal Company.
You don't do it.
Again, in a fashion that
I'm not number
believe. Look, damn it. You tell me where the hell you're going, or get the hell out of the cab.
Let's go.
Alright, thanks for flying United. Get out.
Somebody else calling?
Junkie.
The drugs, it's starting to worry me. I don't like having them in my car. I don't like taking them in the area so they can do their drug deals. But unfortunately, I wind up taking a lot of those fares because of the economy and because there's not enough tourists that I can live off of.
So, I kind of noticed your accent there. It sounds like you're from Australia.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Los Angeles?
Oh, I think it's great. Much more civilized than we expected.
Oh, really? A couple tools that I use when you're driving a taxi. This is all their phone is, you know. I use this to pay off a bunch of people that work at hotels. So they call me directly instead of calling my dispatch. Because if they call my dispatch is going to give the call to his buddy anyways over his cellular phone. So it's kind of like dog eat dog, you know what I mean? Then you got the scanner. This is really neat because, of course, you can listen to just about anything on here. but we use this for stealing calls from other cab companies, which I'm not that bad, but I'm one of the best out here. There's one other guy better than me.
Now, how long have you been out on the street? Well, I'm asking.
Well, maybe 5 years. Maybe longer. You know what? Time, to me, don't exist.
There was only one time I had a gun pulled on me. It was a little Mexican kid who, we got in an argument, he wanted to shoot me just for the hell of it. He didn't want to rob me, he didn't care about the money, he just wanted to shoot me. So I got a 911 call off to my dispatch, and they sent the police, and it turned out that the gun was a cigarette lighter. But while all your memories of childhood are flashing through your head, you really don't know that it's a cigarette lighter.
You live in this alley here? Yeah, I mean, we homeless, man. We ain't got no blankets. It's terrible, man. Sometimes I think,